Alright, got some snow on the mountain this morning. I'd say about 2 inches or so. I'm going to get out today and try to get some of this on video. Let's do this. Gonna have to shovel that off again. I did bring some wood over, so I don't have to worry about going out today for wood. And you see the smoke there. That's an indication that the house does have power today, which is always a good thing. Got a bit more snow than what I expected. They said yesterday that we could expect a little bit of something, and I thought maybe we would just get a skiff, but we've got at least 2 inches. I'd say 3 to 4 inches already, and it's really cool. It's sticking to the trees, and we've had some fog drifting in and out too, so it's really like ideal conditions for photography. I hope to get some good shots with the camera. So, got the tripod with me, got a couple different things in the backpack, and I'm going to take a walk to see what we can find and share with you today. Should be holding it over here. There we go. That's more better. All right, thanks for coming along. Work's been slow, and combination of not having any new jobs at the moment, and the snow we had here today. I'm not surveying today. Come home from work early this morning, And instead of going out and setting up a tripod and putting an expensive piece of survey equipment on it, looking through a lens to calculate measurements and collect data in the field, I'm going to set up a tripod and set an expensive camera on it, look through a lens and take pictures. Hoping I don't fall and break my neck here this morning. It's kind of a lot of humidity in the air and the snow's kind of wet and heavy, but there's a chance I'm going to go down if I'm not careful. I've already slipped a couple times. But anyway, one of the interesting things about this storm, not much of a storm really, just snowfall, but it's a nor'easter, meaning it come out of the east and headed north. But when you look how it's stuck to the trees, it's stuck to the east side, and that's really an uncommon thing. We typically get our wind, our prevailing wind comes out of the west, and if there would be snow stuck to the trees, it would usually tend to be on the west side of the trees, not the east side of the trees. These things happen, and honestly they tend to be some of our more heavy snows. I'm looking at this pine tree over here. Might be a good photograph. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's pretty. I wonder if I can get a good photograph of that. Let me show you guys.
Watch me, just follow every move. Touch me, let me know you want it too. Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. No, we don't have to leave. The night is still young. All we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night.
I thought I'd bring you guys for a walk with me through the woods here around my studio. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, this is home. This is where I was born and raised, here on the mountain, and grew up here, played in these woods, same as my father, and my father's father, and my father's father's father. I think I'm somewhere around generation number 5 at this point. It's the only thing I know, growing up on this mountain. It's got its advantages and disadvantages, just like anywhere, I'm sure. It's definitely not for the faint of heart, I can tell you that. It's not easy. Pretty big tree over here that fell down with that windstorm we had a couple days ago. And I want to take a closer look and show you guys just an example. Great combination of an aged tree and a lot of rain. This one never completely uprooted. That tends to happen when you have a lot of rain. This one just broke right off. And I wanted to take a look. I don't think it's an oak tree. It's not an ash tree, which was what I suspected, because a lot of the ash trees tend to die. They are dying now because of the emerald ash borer. Looks like it's a linn tree. It's not a red oak. It's not a chestnut. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. It just broke right off. On second thought, the more I look at it, I think it is an ash tree. All the ash trees have been hitting the road. There's not many left, and those that are left they're on their way out. It's an emerald ash borer. Somehow they got into this country, and what they do, they bore, hence the name, small holes through the bark. They then lay eggs under the bark, and once those larvae hatch, they work their way up and down the trunk of the tree under the bark until the bark basically separates. What you then have is basically a tree with no bark, and that means no water and no food. And that's what causes the rest of the bark to die, and the tree dies shortly thereafter. But it's a great day to get out and take some pictures and shoot some footage for a new video. Look, wild animal tracks. Probably a rabbit.